pleasant afternoon to everyone.
Mic on here, I think so. Yeah. A pleasant afternoon to everyone. And it is an absolute pleasure to be standing here this afternoon for such a momentous occasion. We are here for the Golden Legacy Gala. And this afternoon it will be celebrated under the theme, Shining Through Adversities, Lifting Through Excellence. Before we go further into the program, again, good afternoon to everyone present and to everyone viewing this live stream via Mikey Live. I am one of your hosts, Aruna Neptune.
And I am Denry Lewis.
And it is our absolute pleasure to be here with you this afternoon. Let me say a special afternoon and welcome to the Honorable Delma Thomas, MP for St. Andrew Northwest, and Minister responsible for Youth and Sports, and Minister for Mental Health. A special afternoon as well to Elder Sean Phillip, Mr. Jervis Dabrio, our most esteemed and eloquent guest speaker, Dr. Diane Abel Jeffrey, Principal of St. Andrew Anglican Secondary School, and of course the man of the moment, Dr. Kemal Williams, founder of Kemal's Heart for Humanity Foundation. A special afternoon to parents and guardians who are here with us, as well as the athletes who will be awarded, teachers who are here with us as well. A pleasant afternoon and welcome to this event. So before we do anything else, we'd like to invite the presence of God in this afternoon's proceedings. And to do that, we invite Elder Sean Phillip to do the honors.
Good evening, everyone. 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24 says, "Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receive the prize? So run that ye may obtain." Let us stand as we ask God's presence here. Our help comes from the Lord, which make heaven and earth. Father in heaven, we thank you for your grace and your mercy. We thank you, Lord, for the opportunity to be here to emulate and to award the successes of our nation's children. I pray, O God, that you bless this evening's proceedings, and especially those who would be awarded. I pray, O God, that you would continue to bless the one who would have seen it fit to take on this initiative, Mr. Kemal. I ask you, Lord, that you would continue to be with him, continue to be with the foundation, and that, Lord, you would make it be successful so that others would be able to participate. Lord, bless this evening's proceedings. And may we have your protection and your guidance in Jesus' name. Amen.
Keep standing, ladies and gentlemen. Keep standing. At this time, as Grenadians that unites us together, I would invite Keyboust Hamilton as he sings along the national anthem. Keyboust.
Thank you.
We now invite Ms. Rakisha Phillip to do the welcoming remarks.
Honorable Delma Thomas, MP for St. Andrews Northwest and Minister responsible for youth, sports, and Ministry of Mental Health. Elder Sean Phillip, Mr. Jarvis Dabrio, our esteemed and eloquent guest speaker. Dr. Diane Abel Jeffrey, Principal of the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School. Dr. Kemal Williams, founder of Kemal's Heart of Humanity Foundation. Other special invited guests, awardees, a pleasant afternoon. It is my distinct honor to extend a heartfelt welcome to Kemal's Heart for Humanity Golden Legacy Gala. Tonight, or this evening rather, is a particular special occasion as we gather under the theme, Shining Through Adversities, Lifting Through Excellence. This theme is so fitting for Kemal's Heart of Humanity, an organization founded by the visionary Dr. Kemal Jr. Williams. Dr. Williams, a proud son of the parish of St. Andrew, has dedicated himself to empowering lives through education, uplifting communities through development, and extending compassion to the most vulnerable, the children, the elderly, and the underdeserving populations. His deep roots in this community have fueled his passion to make a lasting difference. Tonight, we will celebrate incredible achievements, including Rising Star Award, Coaches of the Year, All-Star Athletes, Athletes of the Year, Secondary School Outstanding Athletes, Primary School Outstanding Athletes. We will also recognize exceptional performance at the National Primary School Games. We are privileged to have with us our esteemed guest speaker, Mr. Jarvis Davrio, and we look forward to hearing his words of encouragement. Thank you for joining us to celebrate this legacy of service, recognition, recognizing these outstanding individuals and reaffirming our commitment to making a lasting difference. Your presence here today makes a difference, and let's make tonight a night to remember. And once again, I welcome all of you.
Thank you very much, Rakisha Phillip. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I would invite someone who represents Grenada or way of life to do a cultural presentation. And I will invite Miss Alina Roberts as she comes to do the cultural presentation.
Poop, 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 poop. Is the fig in the country that making us so quickie? We beating them. We beating them. Poop, 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 poop. Is the dashing that make us win. When we eat, we dashing, we just dash out. St. Andrew blessed with real talents. These stars are truly God sent. With so many challenges, yet they rise and shine so bright. From the latrine pits of poverty, you can rise to being away in a college or university. From the dull lamplights, yet you can shine on an Olympic podium so bright. With little money or name, you can lift off the shame. Some with formal training, some with little formal training, but just by the seaside pelting, to that star in cricket ball gleaming, on hard grounds running, but to rubber tracks blazing. You see, once you dream it, you can achieve it. With hard work and discipline, you can surely win. Great examples like Irani, Anderson, and Afi, and so many more who had amazing talents to show. When I think of St. Andrew's star athletes, my skin does raise. My little nose does raise. It's true, I'm so proud of all of you. To the supportive parents, hard-working coaches, dedicated athletes, cheering audience, our leaders and ministers, charitable organizations like Kimmel's Heart for Humanity, thanks for your generosity. Poop, 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 poop. Pop the champagne. You keep winning again and again. Is the thing in the country that making us so quicky? We beating them. We beating them. Is the fig in the country that making us so quicky? We beating them. We beating them. Thank you.
And I'm sure many of you remember those chants from Intercall days and other events when we head down to St. George. Nonetheless, as we continue, this afternoon, this event will not be possible without Dr. Kemal Williams, one of the humblest, coolest people that I know. So even though I got the call last minute, hey, can you come do this? I could not say no, because he's one of the few people I know who is always available and always willing to assist in any way possible. So again, I would love if you guys can join me in giving him a rousing round of applause. And on that note, I will like to invite Ms. Rakisha Phillip again to introduce the founder himself, Dr. Kemal Williams.
Dr. Kemal Williams is a dedicated physiatric mental health practitioner whose clinical expertise and human-centered approach have transformed lives across spectrum of mental health and addiction care. A former national track and field athlete from Grenada, Kemal brings the same discipline and passion to his practice, blending evidence-based treatments with a holistic physical, psychological that nurtures both mind and spirit. With a doctorate in psychiatric mental health, Kemal has built a career defined by compassion, integrity, and advocacy. His work emphasizes personalized care, incorporating psychotherapy and integrative modalities to support patients through healing and recovery. Committed to breaking the stigma surrounding mental health, he encourages in ongoing community outreach, education, and humanitarian efforts, championing access, equity, and hope for undeserving population. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, son of the soil, St. Andrew's man, Dr. Kemal Williams.
Good evening, everyone. All right, tonight is a special night, not because of me, but because of what we are building together. It is with humble and a grateful heart that I could stand before you to officially introduce the Kemal's Heart for Humanity Foundation. A dream not rooted in pride, but in purpose. This foundation represents something bigger than any individual. It stands for the belief that real success is not comparing yourself to others. Success is personal. Success is about setting your own goals, facing your own battles, and overcoming with dignity, determination, and unwavering faith. I come from a long road, a road that was paved with poverty, with struggles, with nights wondering if the dream that I have for myself will one day fit for this world. But through God's endless mercies, through my mother's patience and resilience, and through a burning dedication to create better life for myself, I persevered. I refused to let my beginning define my ending. And now, because of those struggles, I stand before you, privileged to give back, humbly and with love. Kemal's Heart for Humanity is not about me. It's about rebuilding communities, one person, one village, one school, and one home at a time. It's about reaching back as we move forward. It's about aspiring and inspiring others to give whatever they can, big or small. Every act of kindness plants a seed for a greater generation and a greater nation. This foundation is about action with few words, not for applause, not for recognition, but simply because it's the right thing to do. To the athletes sitting in the room tonight, I see you, because I too was once you. I too laced up my shoes and ran with a dream that is bigger than the track beneath my feet. People may recognize your potential, but never let anyone set the ceiling for what you can achieve. Your only limit is the one that you accept. I live with you this. Let's commit ourselves to build, to lift, and to believe, and to always remember that greatness is not in having more than others, but in doing more for others. To everyone sitting in this room, remember, we are Grenadians. This land, this little rock we call our home, is more than just a place. This is our legacy, our responsibility, and our promise to a generation to come. It is up to us to shape it into our sanctuary of peace, progress, and pride. Together, with unity and heart, we can build Grenada, the one that we dream of, a place where every child feels safe, every voice is heard, and every dream has a chance. Let's rise with purpose, act with courage, and move forward in love for our nation, for each other, for 473. This is our home, and if we try, if we truly try, we can succeed together. I thank you, and may God bless our beautiful Grenada.
And believe him when he says this is not about him, because left up to him, he would not have done that speech. We literally had to twist his arm. Listen, this is your foundation, this is your baby, this is your dream, so you have to let people know who is behind this wonderful initiative. So again, a wonderful round of applause for Kemal. Thank you. So before we move on, we'd like to recognize Dr. Tessa Sincere, former senator and NDC's caretaker for St. Andrew Northeast. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Appreciated. And at this point in time, Denroy?
Ladies and gentlemen, someone is special with us today. He said he would introduce himself, and I would introduce his name. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us welcome on the stage Mr. Jovis Dabrio.
Thank you very much, sir, for allowing me to introduce myself. Distinguished guests, founder, and the founding team, he was sure to point out it's not about me, it's a team, all right? This is indeed a grand occasion, and it's one that must be commended. So, on your mark, get set. The year was 1992. It was the fourth heat, and there were 8 persons lined up. I can't remember what lane I was in, but I was in the mix. I looked to the left, I looked to the right, and I knew I was going to smoke all of them. I had it in the bag. So when the gun went off, we were off. Boy, and did I run. Did I win? Yes, I did. You see, you guys have no faith in me. Yes, I did. It was 100 meters, and my time was 16 point something. I won. I did win. I did not make time. It was the slowest heat of all the heats they ran that day. But I have to tell you, I smoked 7 of them. The following year, I did not put myself where I did not belong. I ran the obstacle race. And I should have done better than I did. But somewhere along the line, they didn't tell me when you're getting ready for school, it's not about you being neat. Just put on the clothes and run. I came dead last. So I stand before you this evening not as an athlete. The closest I have come to it, boys and girls, is coaching SAS basketball for 13 years. And for 13 years, we have the most trophies and medals. Right, Mr. Bernard? So I know what success looks like in sports when you put your heart and soul into it. As a teacher, I have seen bright stars fade, burn out, because they did not get the support that they needed, and they didn't nurture their talent as they should have. And so I speak to 2 groups this evening. First, to the parents, the supporters, the older siblings who came along with the bright stars. Talent can die, and talent can be killed. Your presence here, it shows that you understand the importance of supporting these young ones. Do not forget how important your support is to them. Yes, you need to pull them up every now and then, but it is very important that you support the talent. Do not allow it to die because you want the child to come home when the child should be out practicing. I know, listen, I have 2 children. They took their father's athletic gene. So we don't have a lot of gold medals and things in the house. Right? But they are into arts and craft. Parents, it is expensive. For your athletes, it's going to be expensive as well. You have to get them the right gears. You have to get them the right coaches. You have to ensure that they eat the right things. You heard Miss Roberts a couple years ago when Usain Bolt started tearing up the place. They wanted to know what's going on here. And they realized it was the ground provision. It was the Tanya and the Dashin and the yams. Boys and girls, I hope you're listening to me, because you have in your blood the ability to go much further and faster than me. You are little stars. I'm telling you, you see the yams, the sweet potatoes, the dashins, these things you do not like so much, eat it. If the Jamaicans are eating it and they are able to do so well, I'm telling you, our soil is better than Jamaica's soil. Our yams and dashing, I'm sure it is better as well. Parents, fix up the thing nice now. Make it up in such a way that they would want to eat it, and they will eat it. So nurture them. And then remember, talent can be killed. Sometimes even with the best of intentions, we say things we should not say. And we kill them, we hurt them. And we believe because they are young, they'll just be able to brush it off. Support them. Help them to grow. Because in helping them to grow, you're helping you, and you're helping me, you're helping all of us. Now, to the boys and girls, to our little stars, I have 3 things for you. 3 things I want you to remember. Now, when you are running your race, coach, I am sure, told you several times, you see them people making noise on the side, don't bother with them. You can't be focused on who is on the sidelines when you are running your 100 meters. Somebody shout out, "Hey, Tom, you can't stop and wave. Yes, man, how you do?" You can't do that. It is a race, and it calls for you to be focused. The same thing needs to happen. This is just you getting started. Whether it is in your primary school, the parish sports, the national sports, the Carifta games, whatever level you are at, this is not it. This is just the start. There is a lot more out there for you to grab onto, to stamp your name on. We know Wayne Maxwell. We don't know Wayne Maxwell. Right? Who else we know from the parish? Who else? You see that? So boys and girls, when someone stand here, maybe 5-10 years from now, they will be able to call out your name. Stamp your name on it. So number 1, beat out the noise and the distractions. Understand it calls for balance, boys and girls. You have to balance the books with the running. That is why Dr. Kamal was able to stand here. Not just with the physical ability to run and run fast, but with the mental ability to climb and climb high. So balance it. Sometime for practice, sometime for your books. As a teacher, I have seen excellent talent fall short of achieving greatness because they allow the noise and the distraction to break them. Instead of going and practice, they're into something else. They're into the smoking, the drinking, the schooling classes, the not doing assignments, and it comes back to haunt them. Parents, guardians, it is your responsibility to parent and to guard. And boys and girls, you have to stay focused. Number 2, it's only 3. I am not telling you to dream big. I am telling you, dream bigger and then wake up. Dream bigger, but make sure you wake up. There are many people who dream, you know. They dream big, and their whole life is a dream. You can't break Usain Bolt's record dreaming about beating Usain Bolt's record without finding yourself in Progress Park or in some park or pasture to train and to put in the work. So when you dream bigger, dream beyond Carifta, dream beyond Intercol, dream beyond national champs, dream Olympics, you have to get up and put in the work. When I was young growing up, my mother allowed us to go certain places, but we had to be home certain place or certain time and in bed by 8 every night once it was a school night. We had to do our homework or assignment. When others were playing, we had to be putting in the work. Now I get to play, and they are fighting to put in the work. It's the same thing for you. You have to put in the work now. Train now, study now, dream bigger, and then wake up. And finally, number 3, show me who you are. Stars shine brightly. That's what they do. Even when it's a cloudy night, even when you can't see them in the sky, they are still there shining bright. What do I mean by this? You're not a star athlete, or you should not see yourself as a star athlete only when you are on the track. You are a star athlete when it's you alone in the throne room. You know where the throne room is? The one room in the house where people leave you alone. They actually give you privacy. They lock the door, and in some cases, they don't even want the scent to come out. You are a star there. When you are playing with your friends, you are a star there. You have to operate like a star. For the older ones, when you're on Instagram, you are a star. When you're on Facebook, you are a star. You have to protect brand you. In my home, there are 4 females. 3 that speak my language, and 1, I don't understand what she does say, but I know when she wants she food because she does bawl meow, meow, meow. We take good care of her. She's inside, she comes, she goes as she likes. She don't eat any and anything, we have to buy it for her. And then a dog showed up in the yard. And all of a sudden, Queen Monopoly decided that she's going to be playing with the dog. But there was one problem. The dog had fleas. And Monopoly, who did not have a flea problem before the dog showed up, ended up with fleas. Why? Because she was hanging out with a dog that had fleas. Boys and girls, you understand what I'm talking about? What I'm saying is this. If you keep hanging out with people who do not want to pass their exams, if you keep hanging out with people who are going nowhere in a hurry, if you are hanging out with people who do not want to be stars, who do not want to be able to reap success, then you're going to have a hard time achieving it. The old people in here, Dr. Cynthia, are looking carefully because I find I have more grade than everybody inside here. Even the one sitting there in a kind of peach shirt, I find I have more grade than him. And he can say what he wants, but if he can't show it now, I have more than him. All people have a saying, birds of a feather flock together. You are stars, you have to operate as stars. So protect your brand. When I was putting together my thoughts for this evening, I reflected on the number of good athletes I knew while I was here at SAS. Athletes who had great potential, who should have gone further. I remember there was one in particular. I told him straight out, anytime you're playing, I ain't coming and watch you. Because I am supposed to be watching you play on TV, not on some little court in Grenada. So if you're not on TV, I ain't coming, because that is where you should be. And I beg him, you know. Doc, I plead with him. I plead with his sister, with his mother, all of them. Let him, boss, do it. I do not want this for any of you. Let mommy and daddy see you on TV. Let mommy and daddy jump up and get hoarse. Let the neighbors wonder what's going on. Because this is you at the highest level, cutting the Jamaicans, the Americans, the Canadians, you know what. From a little island in the Caribbean where they were so disrespectful, they give us just a dot. Let the dot shine brightly. So, boys and girls, I'm shutting up now. But I want you to remember the three things I told you. One, stay focused. Don't focus on the noise and the distraction, right? Number two, dream bigger. But then get up and put in the work. You have to train. You have to go out there and put some effort into your craft. And number three, show me who you are. I'll end on this. I do not want you to be cocky, but I want you to be confident. I want, before you go on the starting block, for you in here, and throughout all of your body to know everybody on this block, they're dead. They're going to see me, but from behind. And don't be like me. 16, I found out, is really not a nice number in 100 meters. Thank you very much.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Jervis Davrio. So we are going to take a break from the speeches for a while and get to the meat of the matter, what our athletes are here for, and that is to be recognized and awarded for your excellency on the track. So at this point in time, I'd like to invite the Honorable Minister, Delma Thomas, on stage to help us distribute the awards. Start here. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awardees will be presented with the special tokens. Secondary School Outstanding Athletes Award. Jadesa Ma.
Xenia Collins. That's not good luck.
Michaela Abraham.
Step up, take your time. Gavia Walker.
Xenia Belfont.
Taranika Jackson. Celine, she's not here. Shamaya Batiste.
Haley Terrell.
Separated, so I realize I go all the way to the back, you can separate it. Samara Noel.
Deja Charles.
Malia Alexander.
Marlon Francis.
What's the name? It's on the paper. That's the name that's on the thing. Go ahead.
Raydon Lewis.
Let's see at the one.
Neon Stanislas. Aviel Williams Jr.
Deshaun Smart. Delron John.
Kimaya Alexander.
No, we have to come because we have six pages.
Kaylina Modest.
Thank you so very much, Honorable Delma Thomas. And those were the awardees for Secondary School Outstanding Athletes Award. We now invite Mr. Wallace Jack on stage. And this category is the Primary School Outstanding Performer Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would award 2 athletes, male and female, in the under 7 category. Your female under 7 champion, Denaya Mack.
Jumari Harvey, under 7. It's a bad shot.
We move to the under 9 category. Female, Nicola London.
Damari Paul. Jada Rennie. Okay, so let's just announce.
Jada is the under 11 female outstanding performer.
Okay, Damari is here. All right. Damari is here. Damari Paul, the under 9 outstanding performer award. Yes.
Nathaniel John.
under 13. Under 13 Outstanding Performer Award, Cariana Phillip.
Under 13 male champion, Tishan Lambert. And Tishon and Cariana, they are our future stars, and they will enter secondary school next year. Later on this year, sorry. Under 15 girls champion, Renaya Jackson. Ladies and gentlemen, our under 15 champion. He set his mark at his sports, at our parish sports, at the national stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Mr. Nathaniel Richardson. Remember the name.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now move on to the Primary School 4x100 meter relay record awards.
At the National Primary School Games, at the under 9 category, we have 4 outstanding boys who broke the record at the National Primary School Games at the National Stadium. We would award them now. Demari Paul, Khalid Tyson, Lishon Hilaire, and Rashad Rubain. In local parlance, we say this is a bomb squad.
And now for your under 13 boys 4x100 meters relay record.
Our quartet. Tishon Lambert. Giovanni Charles. Omari Brown. Alexander. They smashed the record in the under 13 category at the National Stadium.
Thank you so very much. And we will pause for a little while. We do have lots of other awards still to be presented. But in the meantime, we'd like to invite on stage the Honorable Delma Thomas to give a brief remark, and then we continue with the awards.
Good afternoon to everyone. For a celebration like that, you are really dumb. Good, very low. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. It is both a privilege and a pleasure to join you here this afternoon for this very important gala, Golden Legacy Gala, a moment that dedicated to the excellence, recognition, and pride in the athletes who make us proud in St. Andrew. I want to begin by sincerely commending Kimal's Heart for Humanity for its unwavering commitment to giving back. Not just with words, but with action. From pledging to empowering lives through education to uplifting communities through development and extending compassion to those most in need. Your work, Kimal, is both admirable and impactful. I have the honor of knowing Kimal personally, not just as a brilliant academic student and athlete, but as a young man deeply committed to the well-being of others. His concern for mental health, his effort to challenge stigma, and his genuine desire to serve stand as a powerful example of what leadership looks like when it's rooted in empathy and purpose. This gala, this golden celebration, is yet another reflection of that purpose. To our athletes tonight, we honor not just your speed or strength, but your spirit. You remind us that greatness doesn't only reside on the world stage, it starts right here in Grenada, at home, in our communities, our schools, and our hearts. Your victories are our victories. Sports is more than competition. It is a vessel of transformation. It builds confidence, forges character, and cultivates community. And when we pair it with mentorship, education, and mental wellness, we create not only winners, we build well-rounded, resilient leaders. To the parents, coaches, teachers, community supporters, thank you for your sacrifice, your encouragement, your belief in these young people. Tonight, we are celebrating in St. Andrew. And among us, we saw the great performances of our athletes at the primary level, where St. Andrew was able to be victorious at the National Primary School Sports. But also among us, you see, we are still in celebratory mood as a nation. And I think it was Mr. Dabrios who said, a very dot on the map. But did you see our performance in Carafta? Yes, we performed extremely well. And the entire Grenada, but we in St. Andrew. So we want to acknowledge those stars from St. Andrew who made Grenada proud. We have Christiana Charles. I've not seen her tonight. She got gold. We have Christoph Callis. We have, who's the other one? Two. We have Kyle Nair. And we have Delron John. So 4 of our star athletes, they are from St. Andrew. And I'm not going to be saying much about them tonight because next week we have what we call recognition celebration. We are celebrating our athletes in grand style because we believe as a government we ought to be committed to providing all the necessary support to our athletes. Not only when they provide medals, not only when they perform well, but we are committed to the development, the holistic development. And you see, in St. Andrew, we have a lot of athletes, and therefore we have a responsibility as a government, the responsibility to ensure that our playing field in Progress Park is developed to more than just lighting. So I came here late with you today because we already started preliminary discussion as it relates to providing tracks at Progress Park. And I'm not saying happening this year, but I'm saying it's going to happen before 2027. We are committed to ensuring that St. Andrew develop so that our athlete can thrive just like any other athlete. We provide you with all the support. And as a ministry, we will be unveiling support system, not only for St. Andrew, because our athletes come from all over Grenada, but we will provide a support system that will enable our athletes to thrive academically and otherwise. Because we know that the lifespan of sport is short, and so in order for you to really succeed, in order for you to get scholarships and so, we want you to be able to perform at a particular level. And so mentorship and other support will be looked at as we move forward. More will be unveiled as the government presents its plan, its development plan for our young people. Tonight is your night, athletes. Tonight, we want to commend you. We want to continue working with you. We love you, and we'll continue to support you all the way. Kimal, we are proud of you. And before I go, let me say one thing. You know, I like to boast and make specific where people come from. Kimal is from St. Andrew Northwest. I rest my case.
Just had to do that plug, right? It's okay. So at this point in time, we will continue with the awards. And we'd like to invite on stage our next presenter, Mr. Glidon Christopher, to assist us with the awards for the National Primary School Games Exceptional Performance Award.
She would be a household name in the future. And on the 13th star, ladies and gentlemen, our first awardee, Karian Philip.
On the 9 Male Outstanding Performer Award, Khalid Tyson.
Some may say he is a speedster from the villa. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tishan Lambert.
The Under 15 Male Outstanding Performer Award, Nathaniel Richardson.
Ladies and gentlemen, these awardees, they blaze this track. They run with speed. Our next awardees, they are our strength. They are the strength in the field. Our first awardee, she broke the record in the Discus Girl Open at the National Primary School Games. Give it up for Cassie Kialist. Look at the small arms, but there is strength within.
The shot put boys open record at National Primary School Games, Nathaniel Richardson.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's a tall man. We call him the long man. He can jump very high. He broke the record at National Stadium. Give it up for Akel Langine.
And now for the javelin throw under 13 record at the National Primary School Games. Let's hear it for Cassie Calise.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the 400-meter dash at the National Stadium, he broke the record. He broke the record in the 1,500 meters. He's an outstanding athlete. Give it up again for Nathaniel Richardson.
And for the javelin throw under 13 record at the National Primary School Games, Josh Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the 800-meter event, if you were at the National Stadium, you missed a great treat. He broke the record again. Give it up for Nathaniel Richardson.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Glyden Christopher. And at this point in time, I'd like to invite on stage Dr. Tessa Sincere to help us with the Coaches Appreciation Award.
Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate all of our coaches who assisted the students at the primary school games preparing for the 27th year of victory at the National Primary School Games. Tinika Bihari.
Nixon Gilbert. Okay, he's not here, so can someone accept on his behalf?
Jamie Sylvester.
No, you still call their names and recognize them. Because you don't want to think that they get. You do this one. This one. You do that one. From Nixon to Jane. Eldon John. He's not here. Can someone accept on his behalf?
Jamala Billy.
Raquel Mitchell. Can someone accept on their behalf? Also, Rena Mitchell to collect on their behalf.
Coral Evans.
Kevon James. Can someone collect on Kevon's behalf? He's not here.
Ladies and gentlemen, I must pause for this awardee. He's the spirit of our team. He's there day and night. Behind the scenes, he works until 4 o'clock. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sheldon Julio Carmichael.
And Naid Simon.
Mr. Simon is at the secondary school level, but he's always there at the primary school to assist the students.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sincere, for your assistance. And we now call on stage for the Rising Star Awards, Dr. Diane Abel Jeffrey.
As we say in sports, remember the name. Remember those names. Our first rising star, Kidon Hilaire.
Yeah, but the right eyes. Go ahead. Deshaun Oliver.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next name I would announce, if you were the national intercall games, he made the upset of the games. He beat Sashay Stevens in the 100 meters. Give it up for Philip Mitchell. Our confident girl from Moncton, we will see. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a road runner. Give it up for Makayla Abraham.
Congratulations to all our rising stars. Thank you so much, Dr. Jeffrey. And we now invite on stage Dr. Kimal Williams to assist us with the Coaches of the Year award.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to announce his name because we rep the same color. Give it up for Patricia Noel.
And before she leaves the stage, we thought it fitting to go the extra mile to those of you here and of course those of you viewing on the live stream. Patricia Noel, a devoted physical education teacher, coach, and mother to all. Students attached to the Grenville Secondary School, Patricia Noel, or also known as Mommy Noel, Miss Noel, or Miss Patty, has elevated all the sporting discipline immensely at the Grenville Secondary School in sports like netball, volleyball, basketball, and athletics, just to name a few. It is due to this sacrifice that the school has been a force to be reckoned with. Miss Noel did not just only coach or make players for her team. Her goal was to change the life of many through sports, which she did with ease at a high level. Miss Noel has won many championships in the different sporting disciplines, where she has produced young superstars that went on to represent Grenada at the national level. Ladies and gentlemen, again, join us in a rousing round of applause. Miss Patricia Noel.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the coaches of the year, Mr. Gosham Springer. If not, we'd ask Mr. Darrell Bernard to receive on his behalf. Mr. Bernard.
No, we have two. One for Patricia,
Ladies and gentlemen, he is a past student at the St. Anglican Secondary School. He's a current teacher, physical education teacher at the St. Anglican Secondary School. Give it up for one of the coaches of the year, Mr. Leon Calist. Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee is a very outstanding athlete in his time. If you look at the first person I saw run a 1500 meters from start to finish in one speed. Give it up for Mr. Kendall Simon. Mr. Wallace Jacques will receive on his behalf.
Just announce his name.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next awardee is a household name in St. Andrew when it comes to athletics. Give it up for Mr. Wayne Maxwell.
Unfortunately, Mr. Maxwell could not be here with us this evening, but in order to truly pay homage to a name that we've known forever in sports, we'd just like to remind you that he was born on February 26, 1968. Wayne Maxwell is married to Nympha Maxwell with 2 children and 3 grandchildren. He is a retired teacher, having dedicated 33 years to the profession, and an accomplished track and field coach and former national athlete. He attended St. Matthew's Catholic School, St. Andrew's Anglican Secondary School, and TAM-CC. Earning a teacher education certificate, He also holds qualifications as a network and communications technician and is an IAAF Level 5 Academy coach and lecturer. His teaching career culminated in his role as vice principal of St. Matthew's Catholic School. He's also the choir master of St. Cecilia's Choir, Birch Grove. During his 26-plus years as a national athlete for Grenada, Wayne Maxwell achieved notable results, including a CSC Games bronze medal, Pan American Games finalist positions in long and triple jump, and national records. His personal bests are 10.6 seconds, 21.9 seconds, 8.02 meters long jump, and 16.04 meters triple jump. As a coach, Wayne Maxwell founded ACE Track Club and has served as head coach for Grenada's national track and field teams down to the recently held Carifta Games, guiding numerous athletes to scholarships and Olympic success. He is a senior IAAF lecturer in the OACS region. Ladies and gentlemen, in his absence, a round of applause for Mr. Wayne Maxwell. We now move on to the All-Star Athletic Official Award, and Dr. Williams will assist us in this category.
Receiving this award, Natisha Colimo. Tirana Williams will receive on her behalf.
And we now move on to the Athletes of the Year Award.
3 awardees. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Charles. Ladies and gentlemen, she would receive $500 US. $500 US. She got gold in the Carifta. Our next awardee, give it up for Christophe Pialiste. He would already receive the $500 US.
Final award for this evening in the Athletes of the Year category. Drum roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, our very own Kyle Nectar. No pressure.
No pressure. You will also receive $500 US. Dr. Williams, thank you so very much for your assistance and, of course, for making this possible. Can we give him a bigger round of applause, please? We now invite on stage Dr. Tessa Sincere to give some brief remarks.
Honorable Delma Thomas, Dr. Kimal Williams, and I have to throw in here, while he is from St. Andrew, Northwest, he is a GSS past student, which means he was one of my students. And I'll go further to say that Kimal was in Vivek's house, my house. So we all have a little bragging rights. But that aside, I was put on the spot to make some remarks, and I humbly accepted. Special good night, good evening to all of the awardees and the coaches and the parents who are here. But I think honor needs to go where it is due, and let me acknowledge what Kimal has done here this evening. I want us to put our hands together again for Kimal. You see, greatness comes not just in showing your abilities, but also how you go about appreciating others and the humility with which you serve. So I want to big up, as the young people would say, Kimal. Yeah, big up your whole self, and is that. Now, you may see this as, a recognition ceremony, but I believe, Kimal, that your intention, this evening's ceremony, has much more weight than just what we are seeing. It serves as a recognition for the academic and intellectual prowess that resides in St. Andrew. Don't play with us, big parish people. It serves as a motivation for those who are already in the room, as well as those who are looking on, from the very small ones. And I love that, you had the category for the little ones, because that's where it starts. And I heard Mr. Dabrio, I heard every single word that he says. But you see, this exercise in recognizing people's abilities and skills and pushing them and encouraging them and supporting their aspirations, there is nothing in my book better than that. I usually say, show up and show off. And I believe our St. Andrew athletes, they did show up, and man, did they show off. And showing off does not have to be seen in a bad light. We tend to put a negative spin on showing off. But you train, and Kimal knows that. He knows about the training. He knows about the countless hours after school. He knows about the sacrifice. And I'll tell you something, maybe that you don't know about Kimal. Kimal was one of the students who did 11 subjects. At GSS on the timetable, only 9 was allowed. So it means that he did 2 extra subjects outside of the school, the literal school day. And did he show up? He did. And he's still showing up. And from a small boy to now a young man who is, doing this for people in his parish, having excelled, he could have said, you know what? I've reached a certain point, I don't need to do this, I can just live my life, enjoy what I'm doing, and continue on his merry way, as we would say. But he looked back. And this is important. He looked back. And I'm saying this so it will encourage many of us in the room who have abilities, who can assist these young men and young women, right? They would need mentoring. They would need assistance. They would need public speaking skills. They would need a lot of different things to help them elevate, right? And they can. They can do that. So again, I appreciate the effort, Kimal, and I support this initiative, and I applaud the initiative, and I love that the parents are out with the children to support, because without you parents at home, it is very difficult for some of these students to excel. So the parental support is very important. And I want to end on this. I want to end on this because I have also an athlete son. I wouldn't say athletics, but an athlete son, right? And I understand the pressures that would be put on these young ones at a very early age and the expectations. But at some point, adults in the room, allow them to enjoy their youth. Don't push them too hard that they do not enjoy what they are doing. They must get fun out of it. While yes, it is serious. While yes, a scholarship might be at the end of the road. While yes, a gold medal would be at the end of the road. While yes, there may be a trophy. Remember, at the end of it, there is also life. And we have to support them. We have to support them. And I will say something that I said to my son. He plays football for Paradise FC. And I said to him, you have to go to university. No if, no but, no maybe. Because in athletics, you may get injured. In sport, you may get injured. And you need something to fall back on. So this evening, we are appreciating and acknowledging all of what our St. Andrew athletes did, and I'm so proud of you guys, you wouldn't even believe, right? But remember too, that at the end of this journey, or through this journey, there is also something that they would have to deal with called employment, called life, and we must also prepare them for that aspect of the journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tessa Sincere. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to culminate, I would invite Mr. Christoph Callis to do the athlete's thank.
Good night, everybody. Oh. Look. Good night, everybody. On behalf of the athletes, I just want to say thank you for the support you gave to us during the games we competed in. And I also want to say thank you for the awards that you gave us tonight. Have a great night, everybody.
You would think for someone who is so tall, we would have a longer speech, but he's tall and the speech is short. Thank you so much, Christoph. And to all the athletes who got envelopes, please hold on to them carefully. Make sure that you have them in your possession and you don't throw them on the floor because there's something in there, okay? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we are coming to the end of this part of the evening. But before we go, we'd like to invite Mrs. Julius Williams to do the vote of thanks.
Good night, everyone. First of all, I would like Mr. Kimmel Williams to just stand up. Stand up, stand up. And I think we need to give Kimmel a lusty round of applause. Thank you, sir. Now everybody taking their bragging rights. So I'm going to take mine too. Because Kimmel was a student of the St. Andrew's Methodist School, and Kimmel was my student. And I'm feeling so proud this evening because of who he has turned out to be. And everything that he said here tonight, that's reality. So tonight, Kimmel, take a bow. You did well. Now, on behalf of Kimmel's Heart for Humanity Foundation, we would like to say thank you to every one of you here. We want to express our appreciation for your presence here tonight. It means a lot. We extend heartfelt thanks to God, first of all, for allowing us to be alive today, to be able to have such an award. Now, when Kimmel spoke about that award and he told me about that, I got so excited. But we had little time. But I think that we pulled it off. I want to express our gratitude to Mr. Jovis Dabrio for his insightful and inspiring speech to everyone here. Not only the athletes, but also our parents and our coaches, just about everyone. We want to say thank you to Honorable Delma Thomas for your words here tonight. And we are looking forward to that rubber track in Progress Park. To the other persons, all our presenters of our awards, Dr. Abel, Dr. Kimmel Williams, Dr. Sincere, Mr. Wallace Beggs, Wallace Jack, sorry, all the persons who would have been presenters tonight, I want to say thank you. To Alina, for your bit of culture, we definitely enjoyed it. To Mr. Hamilton, young Mr. Hamilton, on the saxophone, you did a wonderful job. To every one of you here, we want to say thank you, we appreciate you, and we look forward to your presence at our next activity. We ask that God continue to bless you. And to Kimmel, again, I say thank you, and we hope that this is just the beginning of things to come. To our chairpersons, Mr. Rona Neptune and Mr. Delroy Lewis, we thank you. So to everybody, our media persons who is sharing this activity live, we want to also say a heartfelt thank you to you. So to everyone, we say thank you. Now that's only the first part of the activity. We have a second part of the activity. We want you to have a little, eat and drink.
So I have to interrupt you before we set them off because no pressure whatsoever. Kyle came up to me a minute ago and says he wants to say something because Christoph's speech was too short.
Oh!
So, no pressure. Kyle, bed.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Hold on, let me get there.
All right. Dear Kemal, and other members of management, on behalf of the entire team, I want to express our deepest gratitude for the award recognizing our athletics performance. Your support and acknowledgement of our hard work and dedication means the world to us. This award is a testament to the countless hours we spent training, the challenges we've overcome, and the dedication. It means the world to us. We are truly honored and inspired to continue pushing our limits and representing St. Andrews and also Grenada with pride. So thank you once again for everything.
Thank you, Kyle. Now, I said at this point, we're going to have a little bit of eats and drinks. So what we're going to do, we're going to ask the persons at the front, if you can go to the back. We want to serve our invited guests, first of all. The protocol, we want to establish that. So we're going to ask the front tables to go forward first, and then we're going to continue as we go down. Okay, have a good night, everybody, and enjoy the rest of the evening.